guys, girl Key, I'm back in the video, and today we're gonna be talking about WrestleMania 41. This WrestleMania to me, I don't know what to rate it yet. I gotta give it a week, maybe gotta give it some days. I have no idea. This just has to sit on me a little bit because initially it's not my favorite. Like literally the people that I wanted, some of the people that I wanted, like the women, they didn't win. So I gotta internalize that and get that out of the way. But we're gonna talk about night one, and they opened up the show with a pretty good match, Gunther versus Jey Uso. I think when it comes to the idea of opening up your show with some headliners, it's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. I expected Jey Uso to win, which I'm so happy that he did because he's deserving of it. I know that a lot of people have mixed feelings on him winning, on the fact that Gunther had to lose how he did. During the match, I think it was a good match. I do feel as though the ending was a little too much because although the way that Gunther lost was good and it was fire because he wanted to do that to Jey all those other times, so it's time for him to taste his own medicine. But the fact that he tapped out in 3 seconds, it wasn't good because I am a Gunther and a Jey fan, so that right there was, I had mixed emotions on that. I think that Jey Uso was deserving of it, of course, and I love that now he's our world heavyweight champion. I just hope that he gets booked right, and it's not to push another person's story, not to push a big story in a hole, because that's what happened with his IC championship. I mean, he only had it to lose to build up the bloodline storyline, so he was able to go back to Jimmy and Roman. Jey Uso though, I can't wait for the Yeet session that we're gonna have. It's gonna be like 50 minutes, half the show. Nobody's gonna be able to do nothing, and it's gonna be a ball. I wish I was there. That right there, the Raw after, I would want to be there. Now, the tag team match with the New Day and the War Raiders. I will say this. I didn't want them to be on the card, but it was a good match overall. It was a great match. I think that it's not going to be their last time fighting the War Raiders because, I mean, the way they won. Solid as ever. I mean, they're going for the best tag team ever, and I'm glad that the New Day won because if they were going to lose, there was no point in turning them heel. No point at all to turn them heel if they were going to lose and Big E not going to be there, or there's not going to be a situation on why they're losing. If they lost cleanly and they lost, like, I would have been upset. I'd have been like, okay, we should have had that TLC match on Mania. I still kind of think that the TLC match should have been on the Mania card. But I do understand that you do want people to tune in to SmackDown. You want some big match. You want a big match for the week after WrestleMania. I do understand that 100%. It's just, I have my own feelings. The match that I was looking forward to the most was NAOMI versus Jade Cargill. Number one, this right here is the first singles match for no titles in a very long time for the women's, and it's the first singles match at WrestleMania with Black women. I was here for it. NAOMI has done such a great job with this heel run. Like, are you kidding me? Like, she's just on a different level and showing her card, showing that she was always able to do this. She's always been there, always been ready. She just needed to get handed the ball, and that's what happened, and she's running with it. The match, I hate that I have an eye. Like, I can see certain things. I hate that I have an eye because if you have an eye, there's some little things. But I am proud of Jade because she did basically prove her doubters wrong. She proved some of her doubters wrong. She did prove that she does belong on the stage. She has the charisma. I would have loved if we had some underhanded stuff, or more time. I think the women needed more time because I won't say Jade had a ring rust. I won't say nothing about that, but they needed to get to know each other a bit more, if that makes any sense. NAOMI did a masterclass of a job. That bulldog on the top rope as a reversal, yeah. And I am in love with the fact that although NAOMI lost, So many people are seeing Naomi for the talent that she is, and it's only up from here. If she's making noise as a loser, yeah, we're gonna like imagine when she wins, and the crowd was just so behind her. I hope that's not bad because she is a heel, but it's like a different type of, it was a different type of cheer. When Jay had that special interest, I just knew. I said, dang it. I do love Naomi's new theme. It's different. I don't know many, if y'all correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if there's any like black wrestlers that ever had like a straight metal type of entrance song, and it's so different from what she had before. She can't dance to it. Like, I think a lot of people wanted her to have something like amazing, but no, something different because she's in a different phase of her life. It's not like Team Bad Naomi. It's something entirely different. So going forward, this caution thing, it's going to be a vibe. I know it is. I really, really, really just want her to wreck shop. I don't care if she lost. I want her to wreck shop. It don't have to be Jade, although for Jade and her development, I really hope that this feud between them doesn't end. I hope they still go on, and I want to see the big three at SummerSlam. I do. I just want to see that. El Grande won. Very upset, but like, imagine how upset I would be if it was Rey Mysterio losing to him. So I'm not gonna say nothing like it's good they get injured. I won't say that. I'm just conflicted. I'll just leave it at that. I am conflicted. Our championship match for the women's, Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton won, which I don't think it caught me by surprise, but it really makes me look back at the whole promos and stuff where she felt as if she got buried and stuff. Ma'am, you should have just let Charlotte get one off on you. You should just let her get one off on you. I think this was a great match. I'll say that. It was a great match and had me invested all the way through. It kept me invested. I do think like they need to get to know each other a bit more in the ring. The whole entrance that Tiffany Stratton had with the Barbie thing, yeah, they get their 10s for that. They do. Really though, I did not expect Charlotte Flair to lose, for real. I didn't expect her to lose in that manner. I expected it to be if she lost, I'd expected it to be hard hitting from Tiffany's side. Charlotte got her hits in on Tiffany. Tiffany was looking like she really got done up for real. But nah, Charlotte just came out looking the same way as she did when she came into it. Her entrance was beautiful. I would say this WrestleMania, their entrances were pretty nice and detailed. Our main event for night one was the triple threat match with Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. This match, I like this. This might be my favorite main event of the WrestleMania. The triple threat matches was good. Rhea, Bianca, Io, and Roman, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins, they taked it. Like, they were pretty good. Let's talk about the entrances. Seth Rollins looked like some Shawn Michaels in that. I was like, okay, all right, Sethy, you taking it. Living Color, CM Punk, and then Roman with his family, especially his uncle and his father, like, behind him, because this is his first time in like 4 years. First time in 4 years, I believe. I guess it might be 5. It's his first time in a very long time till he like walked out on his own. He hadn't walked out on his own in a WrestleMania. This was his first time, but he wasn't really alone. So that was beautiful. And the fact that his whole family was there as well, it was a good moment, even though that man lost. Not only did that man lost, he lost his wise man 2 times. Like, he came into it with no wise man. He left when he thought he was gonna get a wise man. He left with no wise man. Like, left with no wise man. See the way that these men might not like each other for real in real life, but the chemistry they have together is amazing. I don't know for real how Roman does it, because that man does not wrestle 24/7 in a crowd, in a live audience and all that, but he don't have like ring rust. He doesn't. And I guess when you're working alongside somebody like Seth Rollins and CM Punk, it's like you know you have to come up with something crazy, because you got to come up and be prepared, because these some of the best men in the industry, so you know you had to do something. Seth Rollins really, I want to say he's MVP. I want to say that because that man, he had to carry a load last year, and this year he decided to be for himself. For himself, and biggest hypocrite of them all. But that really did get me. I didn't expect it to happen like that. I expected Seth to win, just because we all were kind of thinking like CM Punk or Roman. Seth was kind of on the outside of who we expected to win, and so I knew that they were going to swerve us in a different way. But for Paul Heyman to low blow both Roman and CM Punk, mind you, he low blowed Roman with a smile on his face. He meant that. He wanted to make sure there ain't no more twins coming out there. Like, Paul, he did not forget about how Roman left him, and I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. But all props to Seth Rollins, because came out like a phoenix. Came out like a phoenix. I just hope Roman don't go on a hiatus, because, bro, you have to put in a story. You have to put in this storyline. You just do. There's nothing like CM Punk. He gonna say something, and I'm glad. Seth Rollins is going to say something, and I'm glad. But both of the Paul Heyman men need to say something. They both need to. There's no, I need to go regroup on the island road. No. No. You go and say something. But night 2. Let's talk about night 2. The opener, the triple threat match with the biggest stars in WWE. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair. Favorite entrance, Bianca's. It was beautiful. The fact that she had her daughter with her as well. I know she's her stepdaughter, but I like to call daughter, because at the end of the day, that's what they are. This match had me on the edge of my seat, because I really wanted Bianca to win, and I really thought she would win, but then I'm like, they don't give it to her. You really can't treat your champion terribly like a third wheel and get away with it. That was my belief. You can't get away with it. And I really did think Naomi was going to come out. The way that she was talking when she interrupted them on SmackDown, I was like, you have to have a say in what you have to have something. Whether it was to help Bianca win or lose, I knew that she had to have something involving in it. But the way she didn't, oh, that's fine. I like the match. I think that they have great chemistry together. I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch. I do believe Bianca Belair is entitled to a singles rematch with Io Sky, because it's not fair. She earned her way into that. The booing is old as heck. But I hope they don't turn her heel just rashly because of that. I think they need to sit and think on it before they decide to do something like that. But congratulations to Io Sky. She's the first Japanese WrestleMania winner. And I'm like, period. What? I don't know if it's just women or period. I think it's period, though. Now, all these matches on night 2 were pretty solid. I think, for the most part, they were my favorite matches. Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, Penta, and Braun Breaker. First off, Braun Breaker is not human. We need to test that man's pee, because there's no way you're doing... What's up with you? Where did you come from? How are you able to do stuff like that? You spearing this man from over here to all the way across the... Like, that's impossible. Like, literally impossible. But the Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio, that whole thing, I was keeping my eye on them. I was keeping my eye on them because I just knew. I knew. Finn Balor being the one who was pinned by Dominic. Yeah, it's toying. Break them up, break them up, break them up. Penta and Braun Breaker, they get all the flowers because this is their first WrestleMania match, and they did amazing. I love the fact that Penta has just made himself, he just made himself home. Like, this is his home. This is where he's really one of the best. And I've been enjoying seeing him. I hope they put him in a great storyline after this, if not to go with Dom, but in general. Judgment Day, Finn's getting kicked out. Finn is getting kicked out of that mug. He get kicked out so fast. Either he's gonna get kicked out or they're gonna have a slow burn. Either way, bye-bye Judgment Day, Finn Balor. I just hope Finn just kicks in a high gear, do something different. Bring out them little booty shorts. I mean, tights. No, they bikini. Bring out whatever y'all want to call it. He need to bring that out. Get on that paint. Get the face paint on that's kind of borderline something. Get on the face paint. Do something. Turn off the lights. Do something because, bro, what are we doing? AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I'm mad as heck. I'm so mad because, like, AJ Styles came just to lose. And I understand they want to probably push this whole record thing with Logan Paul. It's just, this man be getting bail. He be getting bail. Like, all his opponents have been solid wrestlers. Now, I'm glad he didn't win, like, freshly, clean. But those brass knuckles, I knew those brass knuckles was going to be a problem. And I respected Karrion Kross for coming out and helping. But, bro, you knew AJ Styles was not fooling with your behind. You jumped him on Raw. How you think this man want to say hi to you? What, Karrion? You picking the wrong moments. You wanted AJ to win, but you made him lose. And the fact that I had to see him get pinned, that just pissed me off. That pissed me off bad. I just didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see that at all. Logan Paul get that stank win. Now, the tag team match with the women. Conflicting feelings right here. Conflicting feelings. I feel for Bayley. I think it might pan out to something good for her, but at the same time, this is the second time Becky has came in at the expense of somebody else in a return. And it's not no hate to Becky Lynch. It's just something I just peeped, and I'm like, I think it's a better way to go around this. I think it's just a better way to go around this. I'll say that. I think they're not being malicious with it. It's just, I believe there should have been a better way to do this because Bayley and Lyra went through that whole thing, just taking those women out and also being great at it. They have great chemistry. And I didn't agree with a non-tag team going against Liv and Raquel. But even more so now, I'm not feeling it. Liv Morgan and Raquel did their thing, and I was not happy with the fact that Liv and Raquel got those titles, but I give them that they are a tag team. I give them that. They have that going for them, but Lyra and Becky aren't tag team. Lyra has a title of her own, and Lyra 2 belts. I'm cool with that. I just hope they're giving both the Intercontinental Championship and the tag team title. I hope they're both giving the proper time. I just love wrestling, and I just want the women to be able to have moments and moments with purpose. That's the same thing with the men. Give me purpose. Don't just do stuff because you know it's gone. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted that. I felt bad for real. Liv didn't have to be the one to get pinned. Get Raquel in now. Like, if we want to do that, get Raquel in there. I just like, Kaden and Katana are right there. They're right there. And if you didn't want to get to them, Zoe and Shayna. But you know what? Welcome back, Becky Lynch. Welcome back. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. This was very hard. This was a hard-hitting match. I love Drew McIntyre. Damian Priest, love him too. Hard match. But my man Drew McIntyre got his leg back. Took another picture. Like, I hope he continues to do this. Hopefully this don't cost him when he does this. But Drew McIntyre got his leg back, and Damian Priest did not go out with a fight, though. It was a very serious match, and they are on equal footing, and I wouldn't hate to see another match with these two men because they have great chemistry together. Big men though, big men. I wouldn't even want to get hit by. I wouldn't even, if I was Damien, I wouldn't want to get hit by Drew, and if I was Drew, I wouldn't want to get hit by Damian Priest. But Drew McIntyre just gonna talk all he want now. He gonna talk. He gonna have a big mouth about this, bro. I can see it now. He's not gonna let this go at all. Randy Orton mystery opponent was Joe Hendry. Now, I get it, pop, and it was an opportunity for Joe Hendry. I enjoyed it. We didn't have to go through the agony of seeing somebody we really wanted to go far lose. My thing is, what ruined it for me is I heard that it was going to be either him or Jeff Hardy. Baby, you should have picked Jeff Hardy. You should have picked Jeff Hardy. They have history together. We all would have popped louder. It would have been a moment. Sell some merch in the back for Jeff. Like, bro, maybe it's because they want to go do this tag team route thing, but Jeff Hardy going against Randy Orton at Randy's 20th, y'all don't know. Y'all have no idea. I would have been so hyped. Like, everything else that I was upset about would have went out the window if I saw my man Jeff Hardy. But you know what, Joe Hendry. So, can't do nothing about that. But big ups to Joe Hendry, you know what I'm saying? Don't go on Indeed, bro, because you're going to go against Randy Orton when you go apply to WWE on Indeed. It's not none, you can go against that. Our main event match, though, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. I give props to Cody Rhodes. He did a job. He had a solid, very solid world championship run. It's just when you come across John Cena and it's 17 that he's trying to get, he's going to get that 17. He's going to get that 17. I understand the match wasn't that technical, but I gotta watch it again. I will have to watch it again. I didn't care for the fact that Travis Scott was the one who came out. It's been months, and we want to know more about this heel turn. For The Rock to say, don't believe the dirt sheets, stuff like that about not coming to 41. For him to pop up out of nowhere, and for that to be a big spectacle for him not to come, or even have a video sending telling us about something, it was pretty disappointing. Now, the disappointment got waved over when I saw that man John Cena have that belt up, and then the ending. I think the ending was kind of crazy as well. Like, Cody Rhodes took so much at 41, but then for him to get done like that, for a new member of the Cody squad, made me feel a little sad. But then I realized, we 17 in this. We are 17 in this. You know what I'm saying? Ric Flair, who? Who? That was terrible, but I am proud of John Cena. It took everything in him not to smile, but John Cena is really our champion, and that's crazy to say. I don't know if I would have thought that would happen, but Carmelo and Cody, Carmelo and John Cena, yeah. Carmelo and John Cena, yeah, I need to see that. I need to see that ASAP. But John Cena not having a explanation for anything and said to tune into Raw, I'm going to be ready. I want to hear everything, and I hope he's willing to divulge everything that led up to this, because he got 17 now. He got to do something. And that man's not going home. I do not know how they're going to turn him back, because I know he's not going to retire a bad guy. The way the crowd erupted, though. But yeah, we 17 in this. And I thank you guys for watching. I know it was a pretty long video.